Pet Simulator has basically ruled Roblox for the past 3 to 4 years, with every single game receiving billions of visits and almost always being featured on the top charts of Roblox. However, today, the games are in a downward spiral, losing thousands of players every month due to some massive drama, controversy, and so much more that has basically killed the game entirely. In today's video, I'm going to be explaining the downfall of Pet Simulator and how we got to where we are today. But real quick, feel free to like this video and subscribe. It would mean the world to me as I'm trying to hit 100,000 subscribers. But either way, let's get right into it because this is a crazy story. Now this story starts all the way back on April 7th of 2018. This is when the first Pet Simulator game ever released and instantly gained massive success, also winning 2 different awards from Roblox officially in the same year that it came out. The first Pet Simulator game was very well loved because while it did have features like pay to win and it maybe got a little bit boring after a while, a lot of people fell in love with it because it was basically the peak of simulators on Roblox. The creator of the game, Preston, also known as Build Into Games, was a very skilled developer who basically knew how to perfect a Roblox game after his many releases. I mean, this dude has released so many games, it's insane. And Pet Simulator was basically his best creation yet, which resulted in massive success. I mean, the game has well over 1 billion visits today, and many people really fell in love with it. However, as every single simulator does, it basically died out over time as the community got bored of it and moved on to different games. But Preston was not ready to give up on his series because he released another Pet Simulator game 2 years later called Pet Simulator 2. The thing is, this game basically failed. It flopped in comparison and basically died out instantly. But again, instead of giving up, he decided to lock in and basically create the best possible simulator that could ever release. So he worked for multiple years, and in 2023, he officially released Pet Simulator X, the third game in the Pet Simulator series, which massively exploded in popularity right off the bat. The game would consistently hold hundreds of thousands of players, and it basically seemed to be one of the most successful stories in all of Roblox's history for a long time. But the thing is, there was also a lot of controversy that came from both the developers and the game itself. You see, this game features pay to win, which for those who don't know, there's a definition on screen, feel free to pause it and read it if you'd like, but it's simply just paying more money to get better things in the game, to skip like hard work or grinding or anything like that. And it's honestly very, very detrimental to a game because if someone can pay way more money to be better at the game, to rank higher on the leaderboards, it just invalidates and ruins the work of anyone who can't afford that or just doesn't want to pay the money. Like, let me put it into perspective. This game has over 17 game passes, and that doesn't even include people buying things like diamonds or exclusive eggs or limited time pets or anything like that. But overall, the amount of pay to win inside of this game didn't really change how many people actually played it. As of today, the game has almost 9 billion visits on it, which is genuinely insane. But obviously with success also comes a lot of controversy, especially coming from a YouTuber named Schlep. You see, he was basically the #1 most outspoken critic of the Pet Simulator series. He was calling them out a ton for the amount of pay to win inside of their games, which resulted in a lot of escalation of the drama. It's very, very complicated, but it basically resulted in him getting something trending called #BoycottBigGames. I mean, this was literally trending on the entirety of Twitter, and the whole movement was basically people protesting against big games for all the pay to win inside of their game, along with a bunch of other controversies. And in November of 2023, Schlep released a video titled "The Fall of Roblox's #1 Game," which as of today has 897,000 views. In this video, Schlep basically talks about all of the drama and explains why he doesn't support this game in the slightest.
What do you get when you mix insecurity, ego, and greed? You get, in my opinion, one of the worst Roblox game development studios. From sending cease and desist letters to minors, to taking down games for having square pets.
And around this time, there was another controversy that was arguably even worse, with Pet Simulator X literally breaking Roblox's TOS completely, like violating it entirely, because the developers had the amazing decision to release NFTs to their game. If you guys don't know what that is, it's basically like, for example, a coin that is given a real life value but is digital that you can then sell or buy for a different amount. And these NFTs were directly linked to the game because the developers said, "Introducing Pet Simulator X NFTs. It's a cool technology, so we wanted to try out on Roblox. To kick it off, we just dropped huge Pegasus pets, only 12 of it in the world. Owners of the NFTs can link it to have their pets in their game. It's awesome." It ended up not being so awesome as the developers thought, because if you literally look in Roblox's TOS, it says it is against the rules to sell Roblox assets for real money off platform. So a lot of people got very, very mad about this and started to call out the game. Luckily though, there was so much hate in the replies, and it was genuinely like against Roblox's TOS to the point that it was like it could have gotten the game deleted and taken down, that the creator of the game, Preston, canceled this project and apparently refunded the owners of the NFTs. But this honestly shows that developers do seriously only care about the money, because if they actually cared, they wouldn't have just given away free pets in the game to people that could spend the most money. Now, with the criticisms of this game becoming louder and louder and more people straying away from the game, quitting it, or moving on, Pet Simulator X started to bleed many players. It started to lose tens of thousands of players. The game died out extremely fast, but the thing is, there was another reason why the game died out so fast. That is because the developers, as opposed to responding to the drama, updating their game, changing it to be less pay to win, instead released another new game called Pet Simulator 99. And honestly, I have to respect it because genuinely, this is one of the most addicting games on Roblox, and it's honestly mental how many different like pay to win things they've added and how perfected they have gotten this experience to be the most addictive game as possible. There's got to be some crazy psychology behind this game because bro, when it released, bro, I lost so much Robux. I literally lost thousands of Robux to this game. I just was like addicted, bro. But the thing is, this game blew up right off the bat. It was basically the peak of Roblox simulators, and it pulled almost over 400,000 players in the first week of it being out. The level of success that this game was seeing was insane, and it basically took over Roblox for months, pulling tens of thousands if not hundreds of thousands of players every single day. And every update there would be a spike in the player count, with people being excited to see what they were adding to the game. But even with the success of this game, it's not like the criticism vanished. It's not like the people who were criticizing it went silent or stopped caring, because the people speaking out against it only got louder. And just about 5 months after Pet Simulator 99 released, the YouTuber Creecraft, with over 11 million subscribers, made a video titled The Downfall of Pet Simulator 99. In this video, Creecraft explains a ton of drama, including one of the most insane things, which is someone literally lighting their plushie on fire, like their Big Games plushie. They lit it on fire to support the boycotting of big games. I mean, this stuff was genuinely massive, and I'll let Creecraft explain some of it.
Big Games tweeted out and said thoughts on the update, and, well, they got more comments than they got likes. That's how you know it's not good. And one of the main reasons is because of this feature right here, clan battles. And every now and then they have this battle where the top clans get a bunch of cool rewards. But, well, it came out that some of the top clans are using scripts, macros, in order to, well, farm their way to the top of the leaderboard. And the developer, this is one of them here, coder Joey, he said, since you found the exploit, we're going to award you a 1 out of 1 Titanic, which is what these are right here. These are the rarest pets in the game.
So yeah, this was honestly a very weird situation, and it was just one of the many reasons why the game started to die out and the hate only got louder and louder. These hackers basically damaged the competitiveness of the game, and the developers didn't seem to actually care about balancing the economy. And the thing is, Pet Simulator 99 was very based on the trading economy. The thing is, if you go into the game right now, like I'm showing on screen, I can go in here and buy stuff for diamonds and get rare pets, and everything has its own value. Like, I even have some pets that are worth a lot of diamonds, and there's a whole economy set up. So with the developers giving away completely extremely rare pets to these random hackers in exchange for information, it basically results in a massive mess that damages the economy of the game. That's like if you have a bunch of Lamborghinis and you sell a ton of them for free, the value of the other Lamborghinis is not going to go up. It's going to go down because everyone else got the other ones for free. So it seems like the developers did not really think out what they were doing, and the drama only continued to get worse and worse because stuff got even crazier. Because basically one of the developers of this game, known as Coilist, had an interaction that only made the community hate the developers even more. The thing is, the developers were treating a very serious topic like this pay-to-win stuff, the misbalancing of the game, the exploiters coming in and ruining the economy, as something that was just a joke. They were treating it as just a simple game. But the thing is, with an economy that is also based on real-life value of pets, because, you know, Robux is kind of worth real-life money, you know, you have to buy Robux with real-life money, this becomes a real-life sort of economy. These pets start to have like actual value even though they're just diamonds in the game. Those diamonds can be bought for Robux, and there is genuine value. So the developers, instead of taking it seriously, taking like the value of stuff, the rarity of stuff seriously, just basically treat it as a joke. And the thing is, the game has features inside of it that many people think are genuinely illegal. Like for example, exclusive eggs, that is literally just gambling. It is basically just buying something to have the chance to get something rare. You spend a Robux, which is worth genuine real life money, to have a percentage chance to get something rare and hopefully be in profit, when most of the time you just lose your money. It is a massive issue having games like this that are very popular, basically promoting gambling to children. The main people playing this is literally kids, and the developers don't really care that the game is literally just gambling. Like, they just care about making the money, they just care about the revenue that they get from these eggs and the features inside of the game. Now, it's only continued to get worse and worse because, as you guys may know, there is a game that has gotten very, very, very popular very recently called Bubblegum Simulator Infinity. Now, this game has taken over Roblox simulators entirely, pulling hundreds of thousands of players consistently every day, and basically stealing many of the players that were on Pet Simulator entirely. And Bubblegum Simulator Infinity is genuinely just a better game, and it has so much less pay to win, it's insane. Like, Bubblegum Simulator Infinity is basically the perfect simulator at the moment because it has so little pay to win that it's genuinely enjoyable game if you don't have money that you can spend on it. It's basically the polar opposite of Pet Simulator 99, and its success has reflected how annoyed people are with the way that Pet Simulator is going. I mean, the game has absolutely blown up, while Pet Simulator 99 has continued to lose more and more players. And while it's kind of hard to see how it's going to go in the future, with people like Stewie making videos ruining the economy of Pet Simulator 99, and competition taking over the player counts, it seems that Pet Simulator is in a very, very bad spot. Like when they tried to release the game Pets Go, an RNG game, it was popular for a couple weeks before it died out completely and people got bored. They basically created their own competitor, like they're competing with themselves, which means that both games eventually resulted in losing more players because of that. So where we are today is Bubblegum Simulator Infinity still holding hundreds of thousands of players, games like Grow a Garden coming out of nowhere and surpassing Pet Simulator in days. It honestly does not seem very bright for the Pet Simulator series. I honestly don't even think releasing another game would even be the method, unless it was totally different and not pay to win, and so good that you don't even have a choice but to play it. But honestly, it's in a very precarious position, and in my opinion, I think the Pet Simulator series is going to be pretty much dead, at least until they release another entry. Tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. I'm really interested to hear what you guys think about this, but either way, that's going to be it. Have an amazing day, and take care.